Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. And I want to especially welcome you to this amazing 3 days Smart Income Challenge that is designed for smart professionals and smart people who want total financial and time freedom. We want financial freedom, very key. We also want time freedom to be able to enjoy whatever we'll be able to achieve in the process. That's exactly a complete life I want to have, and that is what this is all about. So, welcome to the 3 days Smart Income Challenge, where you can actually make smart income using some skills, using some tools, using some resources which you already have to actually make a difference for yourself and make a difference for a whole lot of other people at the same time. I want to especially welcome you to this fantastic challenge, life transforming challenge that will change a whole lot of things. I mean, in these 3 days, at the end of these 3 days, you will not be the same. You will be much better. Your mind would have actually been stretched and you'll be able to even achieve more things than before. So you're most welcome. We are going to go straight in because of time. We just want to go straight in now and get into the main stuff for today, which is day one. Day one, we have a whole lot of things to um, touch, which will help us be able to achieve the goal we have. But then we are going to do justice to this as much as we can. And that's why I'm actually using this slide you can see me use right now. All right, that's great. So welcome to day one of the 3 days Smart Income Challenge. My name is Wurola Majid. I am a digitalpreneur and I'm the creator of the Smart Income system, as you can see. And yes, there's a drive. Why am I doing this? Why have I decided to create this system? Simply put, I mean, I come from a family of 6, and I happen to be the last born of this family. And I watch my parents work very hard. They are medical professionals, they studied abroad. They studied when education wasn't so popular. I watch them work so hard, do their best to actually give us the best of life. I mean, did the best for us. But you know, by the nature of what they do, which is their job, by the nature of what they do, which is their job, they couldn't do much. Not their problem, not their fault at all, but the challenge was that they were making some kind of income that requires them to be there. So it's limiting what is possible for them to be able to achieve. So I grew up seeing this. They work, go to work, they come back late. But then a lot of things we want to do in the family, because we are 6 in number, I'm the last born, we couldn't do it. Not because remember, they are medical professionals, they study even abroad, so they've done the best they can do. Today, I see a lot of people also go to school, study this and study that, making a whole lot of effort, which is great, but then struggling because now finance is not really there. The time with which they can create more, they are locked in there. So at the end of the day, the finance is not happening the way they want, and also they don't have the time at the same time. You see, that's a big challenge, isn't it? That's a huge challenge. So that was what I saw, and I felt there must just be a better way. I truly believe there must be a better way. There must be a better way beyond having all the certificate, which is good, like my parents did, and also now to have to struggle with finances, to have to sell your time and your freedom, and still not get what you want because of selling your greatest. Because time is it. Time is what makes life happen, isn't it? Time is it. So if we sell our time and we don't have time again, what do we have? Even if you have all the money, you don't have the time to enjoy it. So that was what prompted me from that young age to begin to think there must be a better way. And today, I've been able to create this success and I've been able to use this to achieve amazing things. I can enjoy time freedom. I could enjoy financial freedom. I could be anywhere I want to be at any time I want to be there. And I also want to really be able to help a lot of other people, professionals, youth particularly, to be able to have that chance so that they can make as much as they want to make using what they have, which is their smartphone, without doing what they are not supposed to do. That's exactly the goal. So again, I want to welcome you to day one of this 3 days Smart Income Challenge. At the end of these 3 days, you will be equipped with skills and tools with which you will be able to use your same smartphone and create a lot of amazing things. I know, yes, a lot of us, we have a whole lot of things we do, which is fantastic, but then you'll be able to use your smartphone at your leisure time, create some stuff, create some solution, and you can actually make a side income for yourself, which will help you to become more independent and help yourself more than ever before. And that is the goal. That is the goal we have for this particular challenge. All right, so day one, we're going to be looking at some few things, very, very important stuff to look at. Number one is the mission statement, like the movement mission. Why am I doing this? I've told us the reason, my background, come from a family of 6. I'm the last born. My parents were struggling financially. Even though they are working hard, even though they're highly educated, even though they studied in UK, I knew there must be a better way. And my mission is today, I don't know if you noticed, today, a lot of people actually trying to do what they do. And you see a lot of our youth going in the wrong direction. Have you noticed that? A lot of young people thinking, well, if you want to make it, you have to join them. It's either thinking of internet fraud sometimes. It's either thinking of some lottery mentality, like betting, which I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but not too healthy for someone's financial future. You see that happen also. And also, you also see ladies doing what they're not supposed to do. You also see people thinking, well, if I have my chance, I'm just going to be a politician and I don't care what is wrong with the country. I'm still going to just go and take my own share. That is it. So the mission here is, the movement mission is to help people to realize that you can make as much as you want to make in income, in financial abundance, without doing what you're not supposed to do, without internet fraud, without lottery mentality, without selling your body, without taking what does not belong to you. You can make as much as you want abundantly without selling your soul. That is the movement mission. And with this, of course, if you can begin to use your smartphone, have those skills and begin to make amazing things happen for yourself, make the money you make, I'm sure you wouldn't have to go that way, the wrong way, to actually do what's actually being done today. And one person at a time, this can actually begin to reduce the way things are. We can begin to have shift from the wrong side to the right side, where we have more people doing more things, because there are people that are not doing the wrong thing now. But after a period of time, they feel like, well, it seems like my friend that did the wrong thing made it, so I also have to do the wrong thing to also make it, which is actually not true in the real sense. That is the movement mission. Now we're going to be talking about beliefs, mindset. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that. And when we talk about beliefs and mindset, we're going to be talking first about limiting beliefs. There are beliefs we have, maybe due to our environment, due to our situation, that is very limiting, that make us easily say, I can't do this. Or to make us think, the reason why I cannot do this, there's a genuine reason. Meanwhile, there's nothing we cannot achieve. Limiting beliefs. So whatever limiting belief you have, I have, you want to make sure part of the task for day one, the assignment is to write out limiting belief. Is 3, is 5, or 7, as much as you can remember, at least minimum of 3 to 5. Write out your limiting belief. Write out what is that thing I think is stopping you in the mind from achieving the best you can achieve. Write it down. I'm from this family, our family is not wealthy, or I think I'm not educated, or I think I'm not good enough, or whatever. Write it out. And on the other side, you write empowering belief that if you can change that too, will help you to achieve the greatness you want to achieve in life. Limiting belief on one side, then on the other side, the empowering belief that will help you prosper in life and achieve what you're supposed to achieve. Probably the opposite of that, or just a better thing that will help your mind. Very important. That is one of the tasks for day one, because let me also say at this point, this is truly life-changing. But your participation, your implementation matters a lot. Without that, it's just going to be like you have had some good news, some nice things you've had. But it means nothing until you actually apply it and actually see it happen in your life as well. And that is why between getting the information and enjoying the results, there's need for action. You need to take serious action. You need to be very sincere with yourself. The assignment that will be given or the tasks will be given are very simple things, but you need to push yourself to take the action you need to take and get this done. And as you do this, and get it submitted, you are earning points. People are earning points already for the assignments I've given of your video. When you join the group, people are earning points already, and there's going to be a special reward at the end of day 3. So do not say, I didn't know. There's always a reward for doing what you need to do, okay? So limiting belief on one side and the empowering belief on the other side. Get it done. Is it that you think you're not good enough? Is it that you think you are too young? Is it that you think you are a lady? Is it that you think like my family has not, they don't have that big name? Write it down and write the opposite on the other side. So that's one thing. Then next is we are going to look at mindset. Of course, that has to do with mindset, but we're going to look at mindset in the real sense as to actually go a little bit forward. So now I'm going to shift to that slide and show you how the mindset works. And I'm going to share with you my own story. My own story of how my mindset has helped me to achieve great things, and how you can use your mindset to achieve anything you want to achieve. Probably we'll do a little bit more of that tomorrow, but we're going to touch on the mindset today. Why are we talking about mindset? Because you are wondering, if you are talking about smart income challenge, what does the mindset have to do with it? Well, I'm happy to tell you that whatever you are going to achieve or not achieve, it starts from the mind. There's nothing you cannot achieve. But if your mind does not agree that you can achieve it, it won't happen. Your mind needs to be in agreement, regardless of your reality present. Regardless of your reality, your mind has to be for you, not against you. Very, very important. This is one thing that limits, and this is not taught in school, unfortunately. So we're going to be looking at mindset, and after that, we're going to be looking at income sources, because there are many kind of sources of income that exist. We'll look at it and begin to understand, this is why when you are here, this happens. Because if you are not aware, you might be making the wrong choice without even knowing. Thinking is what is common. We're also going to be looking at income, which is active and passive. We're also going to be looking at time permitting. We're going to be looking at limitations of active income. So let's go quickly and let's check on to look at mindset. Let's look at mindset. So here, this is it. This is it. Okay, guys, wasn't connecting. Here is the present situation. You see the one in red? That is the present situation. You know, we all have present situation. Maybe now I want to become a billionaire. Not 1 year, I want to become a billionaire. My present situation is I'm a billionaire. Maybe that's my situation. Maybe your situation is your income is less than 100,000 naira, but you want to earn millions. You want to become a billionaire. Your present situation is less than 100,000. So we have that situation, but then what do you see happen very commonly? What you see happen very commonly is that what we do, which is kind of normal, but that will not give us what we want, is that our thought is focused on, we allow the present reality to control and dictate what we can achieve and what we cannot achieve. In fact, major part of the time we are thinking of that particular reality. And that reality could be limiting. If you want to earn millions, for instance, you want to become a millionaire, you are thinking about the thousands and you are letting that control what you think, it's going to limit your chances of achieving that. So let's say, for instance, now, this is the red line is representing reality. The reality is you are earning less than 100,000 naira, for instance. And now, that's the reality for now. So, and you are allowing your thought to be there. Oh God, this thousands is not enough. This is not enough. This is that. Current situation, current circumstance. This is where your thought is. But in the real sense, you want to be able to earn millions per month. This is what you want, and you know you want it. That's your goal. But unfortunately, this is where your thought is. 95% or 99% of your thought is actually here. You are allowing your present results to determine what you can achieve. So what happens? The thought will dominate, and when it dominates, the outside forces, the universe, we agree with you that, well, if that is the dominating thought for you, that's probably what you want. So that will keep controlling you. Every action you take, you begin to make excuse against what can actually help you to get to the goal you have. You begin to do what you're not supposed to do that will keep you the same. And all those things will come together. And at the end of the day, you will keep getting the same results where your thought is actually focused. I hope you get that. Feel free to unmute yourself if there's no noise on your background. Unmute yourself and you can contribute. So, I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so that is it. And that seems like normal. I mean, what should I be? People will be telling you, you see there are a lot of news around, there are a lot of things happening around, and people want to focus all their energy and attention on that. Nobody's saying it's good or not good, but you rather will focus your attention just on what you want as much as you can. And the more of that is done, the better you are. So your mind and thoughts are down here on this frequency, which is on the frequency not on what you want, but on what you don't want. If you check, for instance, now, people want to pray, you ask them, let's pray. You see, 95% of the time, people will be praying about what they don't want. God, don't let us. God, don't let us. Why don't you focus your attention and pray on what you want? And God has a way of taking care of everything for you, rather than using your spiritual energy and power to focus on what you don't want, If you are focusing on what you don't want, and if what you don't want is a way, does it mean you have gotten what you want? Probably, maybe not. So why not focus on what you want? If you get what you want, what you don't want will fade away by itself. And God has a way of giving you what you want and pushing what you don't want away from you, because it disturbs what you want. Very, very important to know. This is very, very powerful. There's one of the most important things you are going to get in this 3 days challenge. One of it is this: your mind. Your mind, very, very important. Now, what do you need to do? You need to make a committed decision to your goal. Your goal is to earn millions. Even if you are not earning up to 50,000 now, which is the reality, Put your thought always on the million, thinking of the right thing, and God has a way of creating reasons and solutions and things that will lead you to that particular place, and you will achieve it. Very, very important. Very, very important. That's why I will say here, want is the only prerequisite for making a decision to change your life. You need to, people think, okay, well, I can't decide because I think I don't have the money or I don't have what it takes. You need to decide first. Decide what you want. When you decide what you want, then a way will open. You need to decide, is this thing good for me? Is that what I'm looking for? Decide it. Make that decision, and God has a way of making a good way for you. So with this, your thought level is at the level of your goal, and God will actually make this happen. How will this be? You need to get pictures that represent what you want. Maybe you want a car, for instance. Maybe you want a particular house, for instance. Maybe you want that $1,000,000 monthly. You want to put an image that represents that. Now we have smartphone. You can put it on your phone, get the image, get a nice picture of that, or if you are creative, use graphic design, do all that, or cut it and just snap it and let it be on your phone so that when your phone rings, when your phone is having screen lock, you are seeing your vision, you are seeing what you want to achieve at all times. That's what you are seeing as much as possible at all times. It helps your mind. And just take action. Ask yourself, what is important now? Okay, I need to do this. I need to do that in line. Just get it done. And ways to open a lot of amazing things will happen for you. I'll be sharing with you before the end of this, probably tomorrow, before the end of this 3 days Smart Income Challenge, how I've been able to use this to be able to achieve the car I drive today, which is that biggest Sienna, Toyota Sienna. I was able to achieve this in less than 2 weeks. And you might be thinking, oh, it's about money, it's because I want. No, it's about that decision. I'll tell you how it happened. I'll tell you how it happened. And you can use this for anything, promotion, anything you're looking for, the great things you want to achieve, you can use this. The mind is very powerful. But you know, it's actually grossly underused. In fact, we're using it for the wrong stuff a lot of time. You understand what I mean? So that is this, and this will help in so many ways because your mind is that very powerful tool that will make a lot of things happen for you. So don't forget, the task is limiting belief, right? At least 3 to 5 of your beliefs. And on the other side, write out your empowering belief that if you can change this to that, it will change your life. You can write it out in the paper, snap it, and then post it on the group, and you put hashtag Smart Income Challenge. Smart income, every task you do, most importantly, is taking you towards achieving your completeness of achieving the smart income, and also you're also going to get rewarded at the end of the day. You're going to look at the top 3, you're going to get rewarded, but all that counts is doing what you need to do at every point in time. So that's about mindset for today. So we're going to be looking at income sources. Income sources. So let me okay, I'm going to share my whiteboard. I'm just going to do a quick sketch. Okay, what is it? I'm going to do a quick sketch. All right, so let's see this sketch and let's look at the income source that exists. We are going to make our income. Income is made from some sources, isn't it? But this has been classified to be like 4 places. 4 places. You can make income from 2 major sides. We can call this the left side or side A. Let's call this A, and let's call this side B. Can you see my whiteboard, please? Can you see my whiteboard? All right, so here we have on the A side, we have the first one. Your income can come from being employed. Your income can also come on this side from being self-employed. Those are the two major sides where this income can come from. On this side, employed, self-employed, that's where it can actually come from. This way. All right, so it can come from being employed or self-employed. What happens on this side? On this side, you will be able to make income. Your income is dependent on you. So whatever effort you put in, it will be multiplied by a factor of 1, which is you. So meaning your result will remain a constant. Your income will kind of remain a constant for a period until somebody decides to increase it. Then also here, you are trading time for money. You are trading time for money on this side. So if you are trading time for money and we have only 24 hours in the day, then you are limited and you can't even work 24 hours. You know that. So you're trading time for money. On this side, there is no leverage. No leverage. There's no leverage. Leverage is that thing that allows you to achieve more with less. Like a car with a punctured tire, with a jack, you can apply some energy. Less energy, you can lift a whole car that 10 FT man will not be able to lift, but a tiny lady can do that. That's leverage. But here, there's no leverage. So on the employee side, that is it. On the self-employed side, when you have some few staff, it's in the same direction. Your thing is still dependent on your time, trading time for money. You still don't have leverage. And that's why on this side, 95% of people actually retire old, sick, and broke. Not that they are not hardworking, my friend. They are hardworking. They're actually hardworking, but you know the system does not allow you to do. Since there's no leverage, that is it. And there's this law of wealth that says without leverage, financial abundance is not possible. You will survive because there are many means to survive. You can live on cooperative to build a house, to buy a car. People do that a lot. People do that a lot. You understand what I mean? But to have true financial abundance, not really possible. 5%, but the 5% will be maybe so highly placed, not just so highly placed. They have something to do on the B side, which I want to talk about just now. Now, on the B side, what can you be? Here, you can be a big business owner, or you can be an investor. You can be a big business owner, or you can be an investor. Now, as a big business owner, you actually have, your income is not dependent on you alone. Is your effort is multiplied by how many people are you dealing with. You also have access to maximum leverage. You have access to maximum leverage. Then here, you have here 5% people that are on this side and are 5%. And this 5% actually retire young, vibrant, and wealthy because they have leverage. As a business owner, you might have 500 staff working for you. That's fine. That makes it possible. You see big establishment like that. As an investor, you have your money now working for you, making you more money. But before you can actually be an investor, you need to kind of make that money for. So the B side is the absolute sweet spot to be when we talk about income sources. Very, very important to understand that. A lot of people are here on the A side working very hard, not their fault, but it's important to be aware and know that you must find your way to the B side if you want to achieve financial abundance. Now, I said something that the law of wealth says, without leverage, financial abundance is not possible. Here you have maximum leverage, and that is why you will be able to achieve financial abundance on this side. While on the other side, even though you're working harder, you're working longer hours, you will only be surviving because there is no leverage for you on that side. And that's why the old idea of go to school, get a degree, and get a good job, and you'll be fine. You might be fine surviving, but I'm sure you want to have financial breakthrough. You want to have financial breakthrough, you must find your way onto the B side, one, where you can actually make passive income in the first place, because again, let me just flip that in. This side of A is the side of active income. If you are there, you make the money. You go up and down, you make the money. You are not there, your income will stop. On the B side, you'll be able to achieve passive income, because whether you are there or not, the system is set in such a way that you can make as much as you want to make without you being physically everywhere where things actually happen. And that is a very, very big one. That is a very, very big one that makes the difference between people that actually have financial breakthrough or people that just keep surviving. So this has touched on the income sources, and this has also touched on the active income. Active income, when you stop working on this side, on the A side, your income stops on this side. On the B side, when you stop working, your income can continue and actually can multiply again and again. And that's very important to understand. So let me close this whiteboard and get back to the slide. We have a few minutes more. So we've talked about the income sources. We've talked about the active to passive income. Now the last one here is going to be what we are going to discuss together. What do you think are the limitations of active income? That is income that when you stop working, it stops. If you're not there, okay. What do you think are the limitations? Can you give me some quickly? You can unmute yourself, please. What are the limitations of active income? Hello. Please unmute yourself. What are the limitations? Give me one limitation of active income. Yes?
Hello.
Yes? Go ahead, please.
Salary.
Salary?
The salary.
Okay, the salary is what? What happened with the salary? Salazar from
active
what
income.
happened with the salary?
The salary cannot increase.
Okay, yes, good one. The salary cannot be increased at your will as you want. That's a very good one. Thank you, Mr. Lazar. Salary is limited, cannot be increased at will. Yes. Another person. Yes, Alima. What do you say? Can you speak a little bit louder?
You have to be active to get it.
Okay, you have to be active to get it. That means you have to be ready to work all through life. That's why we said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. Another one, you have to be really active all the time to actually earn it. That's another limitation. Okay, so we look at another one. It's not enough. Active income does not give you enough income. And that means a lot of your needs will not be met. The only way you can meet with those needs is when you actually go maybe cooperative or loan or those things before you can do those basic things that you're supposed to do again. You understand what I mean? So that's another limitation. And again, salary, for instance, active income, when you grow older and you cannot move up and down like before, what happens? So we talk about limited income. You can't do what you want to do now. If you can't do enough of what you want to do, how do you even invest into the future? If you get older, big issue, your responsibility will not disappear. It's still there. But now you can't work actively again. Nobody is going to pay you like you have been paid before. The income is limited. When you stop working like you are retired, you'll not be getting the amount that you say was not enough before. You'll be getting less. And let me ask where you are, maybe just only, maybe I'm thinking it's only Nigeria, where you are, price of things going up or coming down?
Seriously going up.
Seriously going up, isn't it? seriously going up anywhere in the world. Everything is getting higher and higher, and that is why income can make survival happen. But it's very important to start thinking of a passive way of income and how to actually make more. So that'll be it for day one. I want to thank you for joining me today. I believe you've been able to pick one or two valuable information. Don't forget the task is write out as much as you can, because you really want to get those limiting beliefs off your chest. Very important. Write as much as you can. I mean, be open enough. Write it out as much as you can, as many as you want, but minimum of 3 to 5. Write it out as much as you can. And on the other side, write your empowering belief. Write it out. That is the task for day one. That's one. Task 2 is your income source. Where are you right now? Are you employed or self-employed? Are you on the A side or the B side? Are you on the A side or the B side? You know, you want to also answer that. Write that out. Meaning, you want to do that sketch I did, the 4 side, A, B, then the E, S, P, I, and you want to pick where you are right now. Pick where you are right now. Put it there. Better still, you can put a cross where you are right now, and you can put a tick where you think you should be or where will help you more. You put a tick. Very, very important. All this, you want to just snap it and send it to the group using hashtag Smart Income System. Very important. Then write out 5 limitations of active income. Write out 5 limitations of active income. So that makes it limiting belief and empowering belief. That's 1. Your income source where you belong to, write it there. And of course, at least 5 limitations of active income. So I want to thank you for joining me. That'll be all for today. I'll be seeing you tomorrow by 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, and that's 7:30 Ghana time. If you are getting this on replay, let me know it's on replay. Get the information, do your tasks, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. If you have any question, you can put your question on the group. Put your question on the group. If there's anything you did not get in the task, reach out. I'll get back to you. Thank you. Good night.